Morning all. Saturday morning, no park run today. Keep watching and I'll explain what's going on. Welcome back everyone. Appreciate the comments in the last few videos regarding the injury, the rib type strain. It's okay. I get a little bit of a jip from it now and then, but it's not too bad. But I appreciate people reaching out and asking how it is. Thank you very much. I am attempting a long run this morning. Basically I feel like I'm sort of a little bit behind on where I want to be with my long runs. Really needed to tick the box off this morning. So I'm just heading down towards the Thames. Let's see how we get on this morning. And I'll go through a few little bits and pieces with you as well. Alright? I wonder what he's training for. Winter Olympics maybe. Aha, road just over there, part of the London Marathon course, and we're going to head along the course now. A bit of bad time, got caught with the traffic lights, but I'm not too worried this morning. I'm just going to take it nice and easy. I'm not pushing myself. I've even got my phone with me today just to make sure that everything's okay. Any emergencies I can call home to get a lift. Woolwich Barracks. Anybody that's done London before recognises this road. Very early days of the London Marathon. If you're on the green start, the blue start, or the championship start, stroke elite start, you'll be coming down here. If you're on the red start, you'll join the other starts just on this corner here, and that is where the Lee Rigby Memorial is. Let's continue down to the Thames now. Everyone knows this bit, so I've just got to get across this road quickly. Right, Thames Barrier, another big landmark. So I'm breaking the run into segments. So the next landmark really will be the O2. Tricky morning. It's very dull. It's only about 1. It's not warm at all. I actually feel the cold air quite a lot. At least it's not raining. Thames Barrier. So how did I prepare for today's run? So this week I've made sure that I've had plenty of good healthy food. No processed food, just fresh vegetables, some pasta, things like that. Healthy breakfast. Now I had my porridge this morning. I wouldn't normally have porridge on a Saturday before a park run because a little bit too close and a little bit too quick to be running with porridge in your stomach. So I normally just have a bar or something, a breakfast bar. I am quite particular on what brands I have, and I do keep an eye on whether they've got high levels of dangerous preservatives. So I use an app called Yakka. I'll show you that now on the screen to you, and it is free, but I do make a donation to it to keep it up and running and to keep it going, because I imagine the big companies and things would like to see them sort of things shut down because it makes them look bad. The ones that don't, the ones that carry on using high risk additives. So it's a pretty good app. Obviously you haven't got to take it literate, you know, you can, everything in moderation I always say, you know, a little treat now and then. But going back to fueling for the marathon now, I do not believe in dieting during these sort of months, the cold months anyway. You need plenty of food, good food inside you to keep you fueled up, stop you getting ill. Some people seem to think they need to lose weight, or their weight's going to come off you anyway when you're doing your long runs naturally. So just let your body do what it needs to do, give it plenty of fuel. And the other, I think, critical factor in marathon training for me is sleep. Early nights, I'm up early anyway, so I like to go to bed about 9:30, be asleep by 10. That way I get quite a good quota of hours of sleep. And I did overdo it a little bit, but that's because I told myself that I wasn't getting up early to do the park run, so I did actually wake up till 7:30, which is quite nice. Massive silos there for the aggregate factory as we head towards Grinage Peninsula. Now I just noticed these buildings here. I believe this was one of the first developments, first phase of when they started building up this area. Pretty poorly already, that cladding. I wonder if that's that flammable cladding or what, but it looks in a bit of a sorry state. And these buildings here are so ugly, it's unbelievable. But they look very clean. But I think I might have just answered my own question, because it looks like they are actually changing the cladding along this section here. Probably do further on down there. There's the cable car there. Used to be quite a good hack that to get to the XL to pick up London Marathon number, but since the Elizabeth line opened up. Alright, there's the A2. Indoor skydiving there as well. There's Canada Water, HSBC, Barclays, all the big banks in London Docklands. Very murky, just about make out the buildings today. So this is the only down part. This is the tightest section. It can get a bit busy when there's a lot of cyclists and runners, especially in the warmer months. Try and keep left and hopefully have no collisions. Landmark, Cutty's Ark, and then Grinage Park, and then we're on our way home. Right, Cutty's Ark, here we are. Now on to Grinage Park. I'm not stopping, I'm just going to get on with this because it's pretty cold. I've got a bit of a sort of a tight glute stroke quad on my right side. That's a little bit concerning. But I've got my phone, I can always call home and get rescued if it really starts to seize up. I don't think it's anything though. It just needs a bit of a massage and a Thames machine when I get home. Right, I'm on about 10.5 miles. And for some reason my glute muscle has really locked up. I crossed the road and stood still for about half a minute and it just seemed to have tightened up big time. So I'm going to try and carry on to the top of the heath, and I think I might have to call it a day because it's pretty painful in terms of I can't move very well now. I'm sure it's just a slight muscle spasm or something. Shuffle up the hill and see how it feels at the top and see whether I need to get a lift home. I'm up on the top part of Grinage Park now, just heading towards the heath now. Climbing up that hill actually helped it, so I've got quite a bit of climbing now to get myself home, so I'm actually hoping that will maybe help a little bit. I'm going to keep going as long as I can. Only coming out 11 miles. I'd love to at least get to 15. Otherwise it's just not going to count as a long run. Right, let's keep going for a little while. Report back in a second. or 5 minutes, whatever. There you go, there's the iconic start of the London Marathon, going back in the 80s, where everyone come out of here running down Chon Walk, that's it, through Cholton. Yep, quite an iconic start, I would say, but now obviously there's more than one start, so I'm just showing you there. That's where the red good for age starts, I think, outside here, but not for me this year. It's going to be very, very different doing the Boston Lincolnshire Marathon compared to London, running in front of probably, I don't know, 500,000 people, whatever, lining a course, to probably about 30. I don't know, but I'm pretty much used to running long on my own anyway. I've got used to it over the years, and I'm sure I'll cope without that support. But it definitely makes a big difference when you've got that support along the route, especially London. You get to certain points and the crowd really does lift you. So we'll have to wait and see. The tight glutes just eased off just slightly. I can at least get to 15 miles, and then I'll see what happens after that. If I can just make it home, I'll be very, very happy. I think the pace is slowed down by about 15 seconds a mile, but I can just hold that pace. I don't want to be running too long. Over there is the green start. I probably should have cut across the grass, to be fair, because we're going to run out of pavement just along here. Right, Sand and Sands roundabout. I normally run across the roundabout, but obviously with the road being open to traffic, it's pretty much of a death trap. So we're crossing the A2. Right, reporting in. It's been a struggle. I'm up to heading back towards Elton now, so I've got a bit of climbing to do, which actually helps. It got quite tight back there when I stopped at the traffic lights at Shooters Hill, but I think I'm going to make it. I've come up to 14 miles now, so I've definitely done a long run now. Can I make it home? I think I possibly can. It's not getting any worse, it's not getting any better. It just feels very, very uncomfortable. I'm really slowed down quite a lot now. I think 850s, I think maybe, but I ain't going uphill. I'll try and keep going, try and keep moving. 15 miles, almost home now, less than a mile. Slowing down all the time. The muscles getting tighter and tighter. I think I'm going to make it indoors, and I better hopefully give it some treatment and see what happens tomorrow. All in all, not good news, I'm afraid. It's Sunday morning, so after sort of that disastrous end to my 16 miler, the glute seems quite painful this morning, so I've attempted to do a recovery one, but after about 100 metres I knew that it just wasn't worth carrying on. There's a bit of a sharp pain there. Could be very tight muscle. Been on the Thames machine, been on the massage gun. It could be just bruising, to be fair. It could be where the muscle spasmed and it's just gone into a bruise. I'm hoping that's what it is, nothing too serious. But I'm going to wrap up this video. I'll keep you posted on during the week at some point how it's going, and whether I can continue with the marathon training. This could be the shortest ever series of marathon training videos. But I'm not getting myself wound up by it. Like I was saying to you, it is what it is, and the important thing is just to get back and hopefully just carry on training. But very peculiar thing just for it to suddenly come on like the way it did when the sort of mileage I've been doing anyway. It shouldn't have happened, so I'm hoping it's just a muscle spasm and it's just gone into like a bruising. But anyway, I'll catch you all later, folks. Take care all.